Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down throw for Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Just has it complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. This is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 5 on the 50.
The first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, let's convert. Ready. Blue play left.
2nd down, Winston. From right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Ready. Blue ready. Wait, hold up.
On 3rd down, Winston. He finds Humphries. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Winston and Humphries connecting there for a Tampa Bay 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Hey, let's go.
Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Let's go, let's convert. Hey, let's go.
A give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something.
And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go, let's convert.
From the gun, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get it down here to the 43. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Let's go now. Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready. Black 22.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
Set. Gun.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's first and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Space to run past the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Ready. Blue waiting. 550, 550.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Denora Searcy in on the stop.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Ready. Blue waiting. Watch him bounce that.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Hey, sub. Ready. White 25.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Newton on first down. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, get right there.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A dump underneath to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. It's time to play that.
On second down, Winston again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The give is to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Green, Triple C. Ready. Blue waiting. Sonic.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to get to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in the game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Easy, easy, easy. Right there, in the middle, 55. Let's go. Blaze up.
Winston now to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Ready, Green, 22.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's got Evans. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
5 on the 50.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Hey. Let's go, let's convert.
2nd down, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this, they were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They go play action here on 1st down. Can find it. He lost the football. It's out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Funchess. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
1st down, Winston. Now he'll escape to his right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Green, triple C. Hey, sub.
Back now in Tampa. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. The open man is Smith. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long, it's Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Noah Spence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Evans has it left side. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Jameis now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So we'll see the onside kick here right out of the 2-minute warning. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, hey. Get hurt. Gun.
Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Now it's Barner. Oh, able to avoid him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Right back to him on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now it's Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Newton. And that's caught inside the 35. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Newton to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Newton forced out to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the kick is good. Graham Gano connects as time expires. And back at the beginning of the year, they said they thought they could win 10 games. That's such a good number to shoot for. They achieved that here.
And why is that such a good number to shoot for? 10 usually gets you into the playoffs. An excellent goal, and they accomplished it.